We have just spent 7 days with some friends.
I bet they were 6 grueling days for them.
I think it was 7 days, so it
we
was probably
enjoyed
seven
it,
grueling days.
I'm sure it was.
And we'd like to ask them a few questions about retirement
And van life.
We're Rich and Robin,
and these are our midlife adventures.
living in and out of our midlife van.
Retirement and van life.
How long have you had your van?
We've had our van 4 years now. And I found one in Beaverton, Oregon, and we went down and picked it up. Headed to Bend for our first little adventure.
So was the goal to have this type of van for retirement?
No,
No, it just kind of all...
it all just kind of came about. The more we traveled and the more flexibility it gave us and the more we watched YouTubes and how people were making it work for them while working or while retiring. And then, of course, our 2 lovely friends that have just made it look so much fun.
Well, at the beginning, watching our midlife van, we could see the adventures you were taking in your van, and it seemed like the way to go and the way to travel in accessibility to places that you can't always get to. If you want to be in downtown Boston or Seattle or LA, you can take these vans in them. And I think our real first trip to a busy city was Vegas.
It was.
And it was so easy getting around. And back in the day, I had the motorhome, and it was never that easy to get around.
Definitely a whole lot easier. You still have to watch out for parking structures, right? You can't, you can't park in parking structures.
With this van, it wouldn't have been possible without Rich's help.
Well, that's true.
From the day one when I called him, he says, you know, give me a call anytime you need it, so we could get to the retirement and enjoy the places and the views and the sights that we've already got to do for the last 4 years while we're still working.
Yep.
So what is your retirement plan? Do you have a timeline? Do you have an idea of how that's going to work?
Do you have a countdown?
How are you planning for that retirement?
So the countdown is, and we picked April Fool's Day
Why not?
to retire
What year?
of 2027. So we were going to rent our house starting April of 27. And my brother asked us about a month ago, he's like, hey, can we do this sooner? And we said, sure. And we said, well, when? He said, how about September? So that's like 1 month away. And so now the countdown is pare down what we have. We've been in the process for the last year and a half or so of downsizing, telling the kids, you want anything of our stuff that you want to keep, come get it now. And they came and got what they wanted. And now we're at the process of getting rid of more of the stuff and paring down what we get to keep, our, you know, essentials and mementos and that kind of stuff. Donna has a little more of stuff she wants to keep than I have. Everything in here I need: my golf clubs and my frisbees. That's about it. And my boomerang. All right. So,
Okay. So, if you're renting out your house come September 1st, you're still working till 2027. How's that going to look?
Like remote workers, except we'll actually step out of the van for 8 to 10 hours, 4 days a week. So I don't know that it's any different. A lot of people are like, oh, I can't believe you're doing that. And I'm like, in 2020, so many people did remote jobs from these little converted vans. It's like, so it's not any different.
Except for you don't have to work in your van.
Right.
You're just going to live in your van?
Right.
Yep.
And
So-
go to work.
For a
Get
year
those-
and 9 months, something like that. Who's counting down?
so lucky enough, I went to my main boss at my employment, and I asked if I could live in the parking lot. And she was like, of course. And I went, I was thinking that would be the answer, but I wasn't as ready for how she accepted it so quickly. And she says, yes. And I said, we'll only be there on the days that she goes, you can be here whatever days you want, how many days you want. You can do whatever you need. It is your spot to have.
That's great.
And we have a nice little spot in the parking lot with its own little secret garden with a picnic table. It's got power.
That's
It's
amazing.
got water.
Yeah, it's not like a parking lot that you would find in a city or in most commercial I mean, it's kind of surrounded like this, where you have a little bit of trees and woodsy area.
Yeah, and it's got flowers, and right now it's got a bunch of lavender, so the lavender's popping, and the bees are buzzing around. So it's actually, when I told her it was okay, she was like, "Oh, okay." And then she came by and looked. She goes, "Actually, this is a really nice spot." So
I was surprised.
we have I've got the okay to use the laundry service. We have okay to use a shower. So whatever we really need is accessible there for the days we are in town.
You guys scored.
Yes. So now we can put a little bit more money away for our retirement, which will come in a year and 9 months.
Sounds like a great plan.
Yeah.
And Donna's work is not far from where you'll be parking the van?
I'm about 12 minutes away, so it'll be really easy.
Drive the metro.
So it's it's a little bit further than what we do now. I mean, my normal commute's 7 minutes, but now it'll be 12, so it's not terrible.
12.
I know.
And they also gave me the okay to put our little scooters that we have. We have little Honda Metro scooters. They have a shed there, and they said they gave me the keys, and they're going to build a ramp for us to bring the bikes right in there and stuff. So, yeah.
Basically, what they're telling him is, please don't retire. Stay as long as you can, because we need you and we love you.
So it's nice to see the acceptance of it.
That's great.
People at work are excited. They've been excited for us already, and they've also watched Donna's really good at photographing all our adventures and putting them on Facebook in the past 3 to 5 to 7 years. And they're always asking, when's the next one coming? When's the next one? When's the next one? So since then, in the last 2 months, we've started the YouTube channel. So they're stepping over to that and watching what we have on YouTube.
And where can we find you on YouTube?
Relish Life's Travels. So once again, this is where Robin, on the other half of Rich and Robin,
Not me.
has been very helpful in giving me a lot of technical advice, filming advice, recording. Both of our midlife adventures have helped us in different ways for us to get to where we're going. If it's the needing assistance on the van, or with Robin, assistance on having a very newbie to the computer, videography, the help that they both give us is just immeasurable. The advice, and they're only a Zoom call away, so it's pretty amazing.
We're only a Zoom call away for
Relish
people.
Life's Travels.
You got to make a reservation for an appointment for that help.
And I always wanted to grow up and be like Rich. With this van, it wouldn't have been possible without Rich's help.
Well, that's true.
From the day one when I called him, he says, give me a call anytime you need it, so we could get to the retirement and enjoy the places and the views and the sights that we've already got to do for the last 4 years while we're still working.
Yep. This last year, you guys have really taken off and been using the heck out of it. You've been taking every weekend and stretching it into an adventure and being able to take the van out and seek new places. So it's been pretty cool watching.
Our weekends have been opened up a little more throughout this last year. We're not doing our second jobs as much, and it gives us more weekends to enjoy, mainly more the Pacific Northwest and a little bit of Canada.
Well, because we get 3 days off a weekend, so we just hop in on a Thursday night and roll out. That's what's nice too. We just roll out, everything's ready to go, just like motorhomes or RVs, but it's just faster and easier. And
until our next adventure, thanks for traveling with us.
Yes.
Thank you guys. It's been a pleasure. It's always too short.
It is.
It's always too short.
We're counting down 9 months. 9 months? A year.
A year and 9 months.
A year and 9 months.
But I know in the next few months,
do a couple more.
In the next few months, we do have a few travels with you guys coming up shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got a cruise probably in September.
Woo-hoo.
And then I know there's some other things right behind it that they've been talking about.
Join us in our next video as we take a tour of Relish Life's Travels van. Thanks for watching.